Wow, what an intro video. Welcome to the call. Happy Sunday evening.
Good evening, everyone.
We're super excited for tonight. Thank you for joining us. So we're Chanel and Terry Fry. We are the founders of the Freedom Movement, and we are Ruby directors in this business. Now, at the moment, that might mean nothing to you, but as we move through this presentation tonight, it will. We joined at the start of this year, just at the end of last year, start of this year. And what we've achieved in this business in just a short space of time is absolutely incredible. We're working with award-winning products. You're going to hear about those tonight. And we are really positioned with the best leadership in the industry. And Terry's going to talk to you about that in a minute. But really, for us, the goal when starting this business was freedom, hence the Freedom Movement, right? We've even got the t-shirts on for you guys tonight. Matching was to create more freedom, and that might mean financial freedom, personal freedom, time freedom, or all of it, right? And this business has it all in abundance. So we're really excited to share what's coming. Just to give you a snapshot, really, we have had many rank ups and promotions. Again, might not mean anything at the moment, but will by the end of this presentation. We've had millions in sales in just this team alone, and we have got tons of qualifiers for incentive trips such as Venice and Dubai, and that's just for starters. We really are at the very, very beginning of this journey with new product launches and more than you can ever imagine lined up for this team.
Yeah, it's so exciting right now. But tonight, actually, you're not going to hear from us for much longer, because we are very privileged to introduce you to a gentleman that's going to walk you through the details that Chanel's just briefly described. And this guy is our direct sponsor in this business. So really, he introduced us to this business, and we're now in turn growing a huge team across predominantly the UK, but in other markets as well, across Europe and into the States. And he is one of the leaders for the European and Middle East region, actually. Again, this won't mean an awful lot to you now, but you'll see what some of these numbers mean a little bit later. He is a triple diamond director in this business. He was the youngest person to do it. He's married to the beautiful Stefania, who is also a double diamond in this business. He's originally from Germany. She's Italian, but they both now live and reside in Dubai. I'm so excited for you to hear from this guy tonight and hear his passion of what is happening with this business right now. And whilst we're in this moment in time of not just our team, but this business moving forward in a big way. And he's going to tell you a little bit about that. So I'm so pleased to present to you guys for this evening, the fabulous Damien Fire. Damien, are you with us?
Terry and Chanel, thank you so much. Really excited to be with you. Man, it's always such a great energy. I'm really particularly excited tonight because we're going to talk about the future and the opportunity, especially in the UK. So if you are from the UK online here tonight, please put something in the chat, say hi. I'm in Munich, Germany right now. I live in Dubai, as was mentioned, but I'm in Munich right now. We're in the middle of a really aggressive growth period here in the company. Yeah, so excited to speak to you guys. If you're already part of the team, welcome. Good to see you again. If you're not yet, well, I hope this is the webinar that is going to lead you to take a great decision to not only join the team, but also to really take charge of your future and especially, you know, use the opportunity that's available to us and right in front of us right now. And, you know, I don't want to talk too much about me or anything, but let me just give you 2 minutes of background. I grew up here in Germany, and when I was 18 years old, I was really looking into what it is that I can do in order to, you know, generate income. What is it that I can do? Because you see, my parents, they live a very traditional life. My dad's an engineer. My mom works in a kindergarten. But for me, I guess I was dreaming of the bigger life, right? I was dreaming of opportunity, of the ability to travel, the ability not to be limited by maybe financials, or also the thought, I guess, from, you know, working for someone else's dreams for the rest of my life, to kind of function and adapt my life to fulfill a job in someone's office forever, kind of didn't intrigue me, right? And so again, like I said, when I was 18 years old, I was introduced to this beautiful business. And I believe firmly still today, and now think about this, I'm 36 now, this is 18 years ago, right? So I still believe today, if you got the virus once, now that's some critical term here in COVID times, but I mean, if you got the network marketing excitement once, if you once understood the power of this business, just one time, you can never get rid of it ever again. And that's really my hope for you today, that you're gonna catch the network marketing excitement, that you're going to catch that it makes click and you understand on what of a huge and impressive opportunity this really is. So I move forward with the decision to do this as my, not only like full-time job, but really like as my profession, as my passion. And about 8 years ago, I moved to Dubai, and today, this is really the only thing I do. Every day I wake up and I help people get started in this business. I help people to develop personally, and to achieve success, to think bigger. And it's the most blessed, like it's the biggest blessing I ever had. And it's really, really rewarding as well, because it's great to wake up and pour your energy into other people's lives and help them to have a better life, essentially, because at the end of the day, it's all about one thing. It's about happiness, right? We all want to be happy. And I think in order to be happy, it is important that you can live your life on your terms. You know, maybe your perfect life would look a little bit different than my perfect life. Maybe it would look, our both life, you know, in a perfect scenario would look a little bit different than maybe some third person's life. But at the end of the day, it is that the freedom to choose. And I think this is what's so beautiful about the freedom movement. It's the freedom to choose to live the life the way you want it to live. But unfortunately, we live in this world where if you want to be free, you need a financial background to do this, right? I mean, a friend of mine said, I wouldn't need money if nobody would ask me for it all day long. But it is true. We live in a, a society where, it's capitalism. So it is important to have financial success just as well in order to be able to live the life the way you want. And this is really the introduction of the business opportunity. We are going to talk about this now very, very specifically. I'm just going to jump right in, and I'm going to share with you my screen, and we're going to jump into the presentation because I really want you to see everything about it. So our team's called Unity Global, right? The Freedom Movement is a part of Unity Global, and as Unity Global, we work globally in this business. The company is called Jeunesse. These are the founders of Jeunesse, Randy Ray, Wendy Lewis. They founded the company in 09. Scott Lewis is our chief visionary officer. He's about my age, and he's very hungry, very driven, very inspiring personality. And his goal is to help Jeunesse become the #1 brand in the network marketing industry. This is our headquarters. We have an amazing building that you can see here, which, by the way, is fully owned by Jeunesse. There is no banks, there's no loans, there's no third-party investors. It's a family-owned business that is fully self-financed, if you will. There's about 700 people that work in the headquarters, and every single day, there's one job they do. They help us run our businesses from home in the most effective and most exciting way possible. It is really, truly remarkable, if you ever get the chance to travel there and be there and get to know some of the people, how many departments function in harmony in order to make this thing work. We talk about a $1 billion brand that has everything that you can imagine, from legal to production to marketing to customer support, logistics, innovation, quality control, procurement, the executive level, the heads of the regions. Like, just think about it. It's a huge thing, it's a huge amount of departments working together to make a company work like this. And there is also the science team, the science board, just showing you a few faces here. On the top right, for example, I'm very, very honored to have met this guy personally many, many times. Also have had worked together with Dr. Vincent Giampapa. He has been awarded twice for Nobel Prize in medicine. Is this crazy or what? I mean, how many scientists did you meet that they got a nomination for Nobel Prize? That's about as great as it can get in science, right? And his science is about stem cells and helping stem cells reverse certain aging processes. And these type of discoveries and the knowledge of these of his research finds also use in our products. It's really, really spectacular. We are delivering our products into more than 155 countries. If you look at the growth curve of Jeunesse, it's remarkable. We've broken several records, the fastest to $1 billion after 6 years. After now 11 years, we have about $8 billion in sales globally. In Europe, and especially in the UK, we really are a startup, though, if you think about it. I mean, if you go out in, like, let's say you live in the UK, in Ireland, England, Scotland, anywhere, you go out, you talk to like 100 people, and you ask them, have you heard of Jeunesse? What's everybody going to say? No, I have no idea. I've never heard of it. Think about the opportunity. Think about what this means if you start building the business and nobody knows about it yet. This is really, really incredible, because if you look at any of these other brands on the left, it took about the same time to reach 1 billion than us. Ask them about Apple, ask them about Facebook, Amazon, eBay, Google. They all know it. Everybody knows it, right? So if we work together in making Jeunesse a household name and a brand that people recognize, imagine the opportunity that's behind it. Now, Jeunesse has done 5 consecutive years of over 1 billion, and there is a very strong mission statement that we follow and that we work with every single day. The Jeunesse family creates positive impact in the world by helping people look and feel young while empowering each other to unleash our potential. I think that's beautiful. We have a whole system that is, you know, consisting of different products. Let's put it that way, in skincare, but also in nutrition. That the focus is always to reverse aging processes, to repair DNA damage, to activate the use of stem cells, and all these kind of technologies that help us really to have this radiant look, but also the healthy feel, which we all need and deserve. And one of our superstar products that really everybody has seen by now, I guess, is Instantly Ageless. This is our social media superstar. We have demo videos with millions of views, and I want to show you one video just real quick so you can have an idea on how it works. This is a cream that will make wrinkles disappear in about a minute or two, but have a look for yourself.
What you want to do is twist off the top. You want to squirt out a very small amount. Flip the lid over and reseal it. So you can use this file 2 or 3 more times. Is tap a very, very thin layer. I'm just tapping a very thin layer on her skin, but you want to leave it about 10 or 15% damp on the skin. Do not rub it all the way in, because the product works as it's drying, so you want it to allow it to do this.
Okay, I'm going to start a timer. I can't see the...
Hey, you haven't seen anything yet.
You can use Instantly Ageless before or after your makeup. First of all, you want to do all your preventative maintenance and all the good stuff first.
What do you see? What are you thinking?
Now, isn't this remarkable? I mean, honestly, in the beginning, I was very skeptic, but then I tried it. And of course, now I know the product for a couple of years. It's unbelievable. It really works. It's a temporary effect, though, but it's impressive. And it's really, really amazing. Then we have just a quick overview over our beauty products. We have the Luminous line, the stem cell technology line. We have the RBL, which is a hair care line, Envy, airbrush makeup, and Nara, which I love. It's a collagen. It's a hydrolyzed collagen that you can drink and directly, you know, basically nourish your body with a bioavailable collagen, which is important for your skin, for your hair, for your nails. And it's a very, very effective product. Then we have our wellness products. We have aloe vera, one of the cleanest products on the market. We have BioLife, which is for the whole, can you tell English is not my primary language? So what is it, the bowel movement stuff, you know, like anti-constipation and things like this, okay? Then we have Zen, which is our workout line. We have Monavi, which is a premium acai juice, and Reserve. This one is a killer. It's our #1 sold product. Already 2 years ago, the company announced that they had sold more than 2 billion servings of Reserve. Can you imagine that? So it's a huge product. It has antioxidants, it has resveratrol, which if you Google it, you will find so many health benefits. And really, Reserve is one of those products I'm probably having 3 to 4 a day for a couple of years now. And it's the best thing I've ever been taken. So it's really, really remarkable. Then we have Revita Blue, which is a product that my dad is using very intensively because it increases the amount of stem cells in the bloodstream. And the more stem cells you have in your bloodstream, the better your system can repair and regenerate. We have AM PM that gives you energy during the day. PM lets you sleep like a baby. Affinity, it's our Benjamin Button product. It's the Benjamin Button effect. It reverses the aging within your cell through the activation of telomerase. We have essential oils, Aloe Cleanse, it's a hand sanitizer. And this is our use enhancement system. And I'm very excited today to announce that we have a new product coming, okay? There's a new product coming, and this new product is called Nevo. It's an energy drink, but it's healthy and clean energy. It doesn't have taurine, okay? The caffeine is a natural guarana. We have real fruit juice in there. We have very, very little calories, and it's full of B vitamins, and it tastes incredible. So it's an amazing, refreshing drink. It's not yet on the market, but starting from today, you can pre-order it in your sign-up pack. So whoever invited you today for this webinar, if you take the decision to get started or just to place an order for some of our products, make sure you ask this person for the special packages that were launched today that include the Nevo. Those are special pre-order packs. Now, let's talk about the business for a minute. So traditionally, when a company has amazing products, they market them through regular marketing. So they spend a lot of money on advertising. They pay millions of dollars for those celebrities that kind of pretend to use the product, right? But then at the end of the day, we all understand that probably Claudia Schiffer, she's not dyeing her hair with a Supermarkt product, right? I mean, we know it, but it's paid advertising in order to influence people. Now, what we do, we don't really believe in advertising. What we do is we pay our consumers, we pay our fans, really, the people that love Jeunesse products, like I love Jeunesse products, I'm getting paid for sharing it with other people. And essentially, this is what's happening right now. I'm sharing my excitement with you about Jeunesse because I'm not Jeunesse. It's not my company. I don't own it, but I have a position in the network and I happen to build a pretty big network. So it's very, very exciting. But at the end of the day, I use Jeunesse. I love Jeunesse. I share Jeunesse. And because of this, a network is being built and royalty dollars are being paid every single day to the network, and which is people like you and I. And we make about 55% of the sales volume in terms, like, let me reframe that. The company pays to us and to you, to us as a team, as in like a network, 55% of the money. So if there's $100 going in the company, $55 of that's going out to us, people like you and I. Now, in general, there's two different ways to make money. One is to sell products. Now, a lot of people still in today's world, they get a little bit scared when they hear about selling products. Oh my God, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to sell. Relax. It's not like in the 70s where you have to knock on people's doors and you say, hey, do you want to buy this product, right? Today, we have social media, for example. It's so easy today to use products, to enjoy products, to share it on social media that you're using it, to make people curious about, you know, what is your routine or what you're doing, or you post some of the results. And people get intrigued and they ask, what is it that you're using? You know, can you tell me more about that? And then you can say, hey, listen, this is it. If you want, I can help you get the product. And that's it. You know, there's no sales pressure. It's not about finding 100 customers or 1,000 customers, even though, fun fact, we have a couple of people that actually do have hundreds of customers because of social media. But even without, if you have a handful, maybe it's just 5 friends, you know, maybe it's someone that's close to you. It's fine, because network marketing is not a sales business. It's not about you finding 100 customers. It's more about a big team. Everybody has a few customers. Because imagine if there's a team of 1,000 people, everybody serves 5 customers, that's still 5,000 people consuming the product, right? And this is how this goes viral, and it's really, really interesting. Now, the second way, which is really something that I particularly enjoy, is to sell licenses, which is essentially to share the business with people and help them get started. And then as you help them to be successful, you earn a royalty over the sales and the volume that they're going to produce. And this is really the thing that gets me excited here, because if you think about it, even though, let's say you don't know me personally, I can assure you, I will just give you the best of all tips that I have, all my knowledge, I'll give it to you, and I'll help you, especially after you get started. I'll help you with as much as I can, and your sponsor, the person that invited you, and your upline, which is the people that originally signed hit them up, we're all just going to help, because at the end of the day, you can only be successful in this business if you help other people be successful. And this is so beautiful, because it's so opposite to the regular world out there, right? Where it's all against each other, going against each other. Here, it's not like that. It's helping each other to be successful. And I love that. Now, there's different ways to earn in this program. And we're not going to go through every single step in detail, because that would take us a little bit more time, but we got videos and explanations about this. But I'm going to give you a couple of quick overviews, right? So if you sell the product, there's about a 35% profit in average on the product. Then if you start some distributors in your business, then you're going to get an additional bonus for every single pack that's being sold. So like, let's say you start in business today. It's very important you make a first order to get your products. In fact, technically in the UK, the way it works is you go on the website from your sponsor, you buy the pack first as like a consumer, if you will, like to buy the pack. And then after that, what you do is you change your status from being a consumer to be a distributor, right? And again, I want to let you know that there's very, very special packs that we have that launched today that you really should have a look at, because they give you a lot of additional benefits. Next to the Nevo energy drink, there's other benefits that you're going to enjoy when you get those special packs. They have a better price, and they have an overranking in the plan, and they give you promotional points, and you can learn everything about that when you speak to the person that invited you. So it's really, really exciting. But in any case, every time you add a new person to your team, you're going to earn a certain royalty, a certain bonus, and that helps you to kind of kickstart your commissions. And then as you introduce more people and help them to get their people going, a network starts to form. And then whenever there is a product order done within this network, commissionable volume goes into the tree, and that commissionable volume gets triggers what we call team commissions, right? And the team commissions is crazy. They have, let me put it this way, you're going to earn them regardless in which depth the volume is occurring. For some of you that maybe they've been in network marketing before, and a lot of plans where they pay you like 3 levels and that's it, right? Or 5 levels and that's it. And then they call that out of pay line, and then you don't earn anything anymore, even though you have like this huge team. All of this doesn't happen in Jeunesse, because in Jeunesse, all the volume flows up and you're going to earn your percentage. And it's really, really interesting. There is still some kind of a max out, so the company doesn't overpay and goes bankrupt, to protect the plan and the longevity of the company. But the max is at $26,250 a week. Honestly, I don't think that's a big problem for most people, right? But believe it or not, you can reach that max out. I reached this max out about 3 years ago. So every week I wake up, boom, I got $26,250. It's already in my account. And then we start earning all the other commissions. So it's quite exciting. Let me tell you this. And just to be safe, I already signed up my wife. She does the same thing. So it's pretty intense. It's really, really fascinating. Now, we also have something called a matching bonus, where when you put in people in your business, you are going to match on their success. On top of that, it's 20% first level, then 15 second, 10 in the third, and then 5 all the way until 11/7. And then there's a whole career plan, right? And the career plan is incredible, because there's all the low ranks, beginning ranks, like, just woke up, making 200, quit, just a little bit. But then you can go bigger and higher and more, and you can make it a full-time income, and then you can make it a manager income, and then you can make it a true freedom movement deserving income, right? It's a fascinating, because you look at, for example, number 10, it's the diamond director. Now, in order to be a diamond, you're essentially going to make $1 million a year. And I know that sounds just unbelievable. Like, you can't even fathom that. And that's the same for me when I got started. I was like, what? Like, who does that, right? But just think about it logically for a second. If the company makes $1 billion in sales, there's a lot of money being made. And more than 250 people have already reached level 10. Think about this, right? So in the UK at the moment, the highest rank is a level 8. Okay. So you are right there. Like, you're the pioneers of the market. You can do anything. Me personally, I reached level 12 now. I'm actually trying to get to number 13 right now. Let's see if I can do it. but ultimately it's amazing how much room to grow there is in the business. Now, there's more money in the plan. You can increase your first level matching from 20% to 25 or even 30%. So you can earn an additional 5 or 10%. And then there's obviously the dream, right? There's the dream, which is called being a diamond, what I just talked about. There's an additional 3% pool that's being paid every quarter to all the diamonds. And that's really something that, yeah, obviously it's big money, right? But apart from the money, there's travel and trips and community and incentives and conferences and special trainings. There is a charity that we are promoting and that we're actually forming with some of our members, which is called Unity Global Charity, and also Jeunesse Kids that we're supporting, helping kids to go to school, get better education, be protected. It's amazing how you move from success to significance only in network marketing. I haven't met anybody outside of network marketing, where I come from, that thinks about other people in that regard. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but most people that I knew when I grew up was like, everybody was looking out for themselves. They weren't really looking out to make a difference in the community or something like this. And this is like, I believe, a higher form of understanding of the responsibility of success, which I learned through network marketing, to be honest. So I'm really, really proud of that. Now, one thing that I'm also very excited about is our support system. And we are vamping up on, or amping up, how you say that? Amping or ramp? No, amping up, right? Anyways, our support system right now, big time. It's a whole new level and it's going to launch shortly. And it's a full-on training and support system in 7 different languages. Then we're going to expand it to 13 languages with really a full-on onboarding system, training system, Q&A system, and online access tool with calendar of events and trainings and recognitions. It is the best in the industry by far. I've been doing this for 18 years. I've never seen anything like it. So this is going to be really, really exciting. And anyways, as I'm saying this is a new level of Unity Global for us as a team in terms of the way on how we can support, but also in the company. There's a new Jeunesse coming up right now. There's top level management coming into the company. We have a new COO, his name is Rod Larson. We have a new president of global field development. His name's AK. These guys are incredible. I know that won't mean anything to you right now if you're new here tonight, but you're going to meet these gentlemen and they are passionate. They have energy and power. They have massive financial success in the past. They are really here just for one thing, to take this company from $1 billion to 2 billion to 3 billion to 5 billion to eventually 10 billion, to make this thing the biggest MLM in the world. And I'm really, really excited about this because also the values and the passion that they share is just second to none. Now, for tonight, to kind of wrap this up, here is my suggestion, if you will. Ask yourself, did you like this presentation, right? Is there anything about what I shared with you that kind of intrigues a little bit of curiosity inside of you, something that triggers some kind of a dream in you? I don't know, because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's not about Jeunesse. It's really about you. It's about you tonight. And it all starts with your why. What is your dream? What do you want? Now, me, personally, I can just tell you that I had a dream. Like, I was hungry. I wanted to live my own life. I wanted to break free. I didn't want to go to work every single day and live for other people's dreams. And so for me, these were the words I was desperate to hear, right? So for me, I was like, let's do this, you know, let me get started right now. I also told people, listen, I have no clue. I don't know how to do it. I don't have any experience. And they said, don't worry. We got the system. We got the training. We got the products. We got the team. Like, you don't worry about this. All you worry about is, do you want to do it? Do you want to join? Do you want to make it happen? And if this is you, welcome to the team. What you should do today is to sign up, make your account. It'll take you like 5 minutes. Contact the person that invited you, have them sign you up, get one of those brand new packs that we have here today. And let me also say just one thing about this, okay? Even though it's all like fun and exciting and, you know, community and all this, we are talking about a business, right? It is a business. And I guess if you were to start a traditional business, usually what's the first step? You got to have the idea and the creativity, and then you write a business plan. And most people don't know how to do this. So you got to kind of get like a consultant to write a business plan, and the consultant will bill you for it. He'll send you an invoice for the creation of the business plan. And that invoice is probably going to be $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. You didn't even get started yet. That's just for your business plan. And then you go to the bank, and then you get the loan, and then you put the securities, and then you get, you know, family involved and all, and then you get started. And then most businesses, it takes them 3 to 5 years to refinance that, to get back into black numbers, if you will, right? In network marketing, it's not like this. Even if you get started on the big pack here tonight, we're talking about not even 2,000 pounds. And I know that's a big number. So I'm giving you the big number right here to kind of shock you for a second, right? But if you really think about it, that's nothing. It's nothing to start a business with 2,000 pounds, and really it's less, by the way. So, and then there's smaller options too. So don't get freaked out. It's not a problem, but really you should match the level of sign up with the level of your dream, right? So don't get scared to invest, because honestly, the truth is in business and in life, you have to invest in order to make something out of it. But the good thing is you do it once. So it's very simple in this business. And if you could start signing up people, you're going to earn bonuses and everything. So most people refinance their start in a few weeks. That's the truth, right? Some people that are exceptional do it in a few days, but at the end of the day, who cares if it's 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks? Doesn't really matter, right? Because you do it once. So that's it. And then monthly, the only thing that you need in this business is just a single product. So like, let's say you love Reserve. So have that shipped to your house every month, just one product. We're talking now, again, in pound, I'm not exactly sure if that will be like 70 pound, maybe, I'm not sure, but it's less than $100 a month, right? So it's really not a problem. And it's really your own product consumption. I can tell you with, like, for me, between me, my kids, my wife, like we're using probably $400 or $500 products a month because we love the products. And that's really it. And if you look at these 6 steps here, this is the building block. If you want to achieve big things in this business, this is all you have to do. You have to sign up, buy your pack, activate your position by putting the monthly delivery, and then get connected on the events, like sign up for the events, the online events. At the moment, most of the events are really online, but we're also going to have big conventions this year. In October, we're going to be in Venice. In November, we're going to be in Dubai. So join us to be there, be a part of it, and then go executive by putting the first 2 people. And you can do that tonight. Maybe you even know 2 people that you want to put in right away. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. Let's be an executive tonight, and then help them to get there too. And at the end of the day, this simple process of signing up, getting your pack, activate your position, connect with the system, then signing up 2 and help them do the same thing. If you repeat this over and over and over again long enough, you can reach any position in this business. So the question is not how much success can you have with Jeunesse? The question is, how much success would you like to have? Because Jeunesse doesn't have any limit. The compensation plan doesn't have any limit. Our organization this year is probably going to do somewhat in the neighborhood of $100 million in sales. And I'm not talking about the company. I'm talking about our team. So if you think about this, what we're doing works. It's not a concept. I'm not joining you tonight saying, hey guys, I've got a good idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but who's in, right? I'm saying we're doing this every day. We live it. We dream about it. We breathe it. We believe it, right? So, and you have an opportunity to join. So I hope you like this webinar. My dream is to live my passion and to help others do the same thing. And I hope I was able to do that for you today. So thanks so much for the invitation. Thank you, Terry and Chanel, for your great leadership, and for all the guests, guys. It's all about taking a decision in life. Have some faith, throw your heart out and jump behind. That's really a good idea sometimes. Don't overthink it, because if you overthink it, you're just probably not going to end up doing it. And then a few months or years down the road, you might wonder, what would have happened if I would have joined? You know, what if it would have worked, right? How would that have affected your life? So don't be there. Don't be in that place. Let's join us today. Let's have a lot of fun. Let's learn a lot. Let's meet a lot of people and make some money along the way. So all the best. I wish you a great evening, and let's get started, and welcome to Jeunesse.